All right, hey, this is John Shen. I'm here at IMEX in Las Vegas. I'm hanging around in the Meetings Today booth. And who did I run into? Oh, God, it's Richard Bliss. Richard Bliss, how you doing today?
John, I was thrilled to see you walk into the booth. I'm like, oh my gosh, I see somebody I recognize. There's John.
Well, there's only 17,000 people here. Did you know that?
There's quite a few. And I had a lot in my session yesterday when I was presenting, but it was nice to see a friend.
Oh, well, thank you for that. Well, of course, Richard is an expert in LinkedIn. And is this your first time presenting at IMEX?
It is. I presented at an MPI event in San Diego earlier this year.
Yes.
Meetings Today was in the audience.
Yes.
I'm in their magazine this year as one of their trendsetters. You've been mentioned a few times.
I got 2 years trendsetter.
And so then they reached out and said, and introduced me to IMEX. And on their recommendation, IMEX brought me in yesterday and has already booked me for next year as well.
Oh, so high five.
It was like, wow, okay. It was my first time. What a huge booth.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what a huge show.
This is the largest in the meetings industry now.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I tried to walk it and I only got halfway through. I was like, I'm too tired. This is too much.
Yeah, you got to do it in stages.
You do.
It's like Disney. It's like you got multiple days. It's like, and we're just talking about like there's an internationally, like we're at Guatemala, there's Costa Rica, Brazil.
I used to live in Ecuador, so I swung by the Quito booth just to kind of take a look.
Say hello.
Say hello in Spanish.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's cool. So, what were like some of the top highlights? Give me one or two top highlights that you taught in your LinkedIn class yesterday. And what did people, reaction? I know you got to talk to a lot of people after the class.
I did talk to a lot of people after the class. They've come by the booth here today as we've shared. And it's very consistent that, oh my gosh, I'm doing everything wrong. The number of times I hear that. And it's not that they're doing everything wrong. They're doing everything right when it comes to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X.
Yes.
But again, as you've heard me say, and I'll say it again, it's all about the money.
Yes.
Those platforms are chasing advertising dollars. The algorithm is designed to maximize advertising dollars. LinkedIn is not an advertising platform. 20% of their revenue, which means their algorithm is designed to reward you and I.
Interesting.
And that means activities that drive advertising literally sabotage your efforts to drive conversation on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not a content engine.
Yeah, so you're like this. You taught me this. I put a link in there. They chopped me in half.
They chopped you in half because it was like, it would be like, hey, let's have a conversation. And then you go up and walk over into the other booth. I'm like, well.
And put a sign up for somebody else.
Yeah, and the link drove you off. And it's like, wait, we only had a few minutes and you just used it up going somewhere else. And so LinkedIn is very careful about keeping the conversation happening in near real time. For example,
on their platform.
On their platform.
Yes.
That's what they're looking for.
Yes.
And that's been, this is what I hear. It's frustrating and refreshing. It's frustrating because most people don't know that. And they're trying to use Instagram techniques.
Right.
So that's frustrating.
That's all they know. Yeah.
But it's refreshing because I tell people that come in and say, it's turned into Facebook. I'm like, no, it hasn't. You've been training the algorithm on what you want to see in your feed. We've sat in these couches. I've told several people today, in less than a week, you can transform your LinkedIn experience simply by doing one thing. And you've heard me say that one.
Let me see if I get it right, people. Comment.
If you go and comment, immediately the algorithm's like, oh, you're interested in these conversations. And your feed will transform overnight into the people you're interested in, people that you're taking, the topics you're interested in, the people, the industries, all because you leave 3 comments a day for as little as 5 days, and it's transformed. And that's usually the aha moment that I let people take away from.
3 comments a day. It's easy. It's tangible too.
It is. And I call it the 3x5.
Yeah.
3 comments a day for 5 days.
Yeah.
And you'll watch this transformation of the people looking at your profile, engaging with you, your comment, all of that will take off.
You know, of course, too, your amazing daughter, Leah, came and presented in Tiburon, and she just also said, like IMEX here, if you go and took let's take 10 of these top people you want to meet, if you spend the 1 to 2 weeks before you get to IMEX and just comment on ex-CEOs or ex-leaders, LinkedIn posts, she said the whole networking game changes because it's not, who are you? They're like, you're Leah Bliss.
That's exactly right.
And now there's a different conversation. And so
there's this trust relationship.
Yeah.
And she shares that story because she came to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
There were 100 prospects at the event she wanted to meet.
Yeah.
Her and Kira spent 2 weeks commenting, and there's 3 rules. Do you remember her 3 rules? Number 1, don't talk about the upcoming event.
Yes.
Number 2, don't talk about our services.
Yes.
Number 3, don't ask for a connection request.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 rules
Yeah.
before the event. And people are like, wait, you're not talking about anything that's important to you. You're only talking about what's important to them.
You know, this is funny because, you know, I come from Seattle, right? We're not direct sellers. I actually tell people all the time, like, if you want to learn to sell in Seattle, you kind of almost have to learn what I call anti-selling. And that's what this commenting is like you go through specifically not trying to sell them on your thing. What you're trying to do is to support the person saying it and build a relationship.
Build a relationship.
And that's it.
And it's interesting because I often say in English, the word attention is tied to a financial transaction. In English, I pay attention to you. I pay. And when I pay something, what do I expect in return?
Return something, I don't know, ROI, I don't know.
Value, equal or greater value.
Value.
Right? Which means if I pay attention to you, by default, have you ever walked into a room, and Leah uses this example as well, and met somebody for the second time, and they remember your name, and you don't remember their name?
Oh yeah, especially as a speaker.
Especially as a speaker. The human algorithm kicks in, and all of a sudden we're at a disadvantage. Yeah. It's the same thing when you pay attention to someone. And so on LinkedIn, it gives you an opportunity to pay attention to people. And when you pay attention, it is in our culture to reciprocate in some way to even that balance out.
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity.
This is why we give gifts to people, right? Yeah. And the comment is kind of like a gift.
A comment is exactly like a gift.
Yeah.
It is not a thumbs up that says, I really didn't find this interesting enough to actually take the time to add.
It's a cheat, right? The thumbs up was a cheat.
It's a cheat.
It's a cheat.
A universal sign of, I'm done. Right? Stop talking. I'm done.
There's no conversation anymore.
No,
yeah,
it ends.
It's like you turn and walk away.
And LinkedIn knows that and recognizes that. And so that's the key ingredient is that LinkedIn wants to know, no, did you actually drive a conversation amongst your audience?
We were talking about today too, a lot of the planners who went to class figured out too, make a meaningful comment. Don't just say, great, congratulations, right? Think about what they're talking about and add some content to it. That also is a help. Right?
Just like we're right now. If
yeah.
You said, oh, awesome.
Great job.
Great job. Thanks for saying yeah. It'd be like,
it sucks.
The podcast. Yeah, great job.
But you know, you and I are like, we're engaged in this conversation. We're diving deeper into this topic and we're talking about tangible ways to make a difference. And you know, that again, I think I shared with you too, that Leah presented in one of my preview programs and that 80% of the questions went to her. And it's like, LinkedIn is a hot topic right now.
I had standing room only yesterday.
Yeah.
Packed about 150 people packed into this room.
Yeah.
Too deep in the back.
Too deep.
And I have to admit, I was surprised.
You walked in a little.
Well, and then we had technical difficulties and I'm racing around and then I'm looking and the room is just filling up and filling up. And
call me next time. I'll be there. I'll be your producer for whatever. I don't know why I actually wasn't there.
But I was like, why are they here?
Yeah.
And it's because the energy, oh my gosh, John, the energy in that room, I only spoke for an hour.
Yeah.
And it was just electric. They were just, as a professional speaker,
sure.
When you're standing in front of that stage and you can feed off of that energy of an audience.
Yes.
I had not felt that, I don't think ever in all of my presenting, that there was so much energy coming out of this room. And what shocked me is that I'm thinking, I'm at a meeting event expo. I didn't think anybody would show up. There's AI sessions. And there's session. I'm like, why are they going to show up to my place? And they've been talking. I have people coming in saying, oh, I've heard about you. Oh. And it was like, yes, LinkedIn right now, it's our most trusted online medium for communicating and engaging with each other.
And especially for business.
For business. And that's why you're on LinkedIn is for business.
Yeah.
It's not for likes. It's not for clicks.
Yeah.
It's not for influencers.
Yeah.
So that was probably the commenting. And if anybody's heard me or Leah, it's commenting. It's commenting.
Yeah. Well, and I think this is what's great for both of you in this part is that you're recognizing that there is a gap in knowledge in this area and there's real frustration. I think a only hotter topic I think right now than LinkedIn is the cost of AV services.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Right? These meeting planners are like, you do that, skyrocket, and they want to know how to reduce those AV costs. So it's really cool to see something like this in LinkedIn where the interest is there. And again, sometimes we just need to move to a different target audience, right? Who, for whatever reason, they care. And I think they care too because a lot of their clients, like if you're a meeting planner, you're dealing with either top people, sometimes CEO, right? Meetings are strategic, and they want more of those clients, and you can acquire them on LinkedIn if you know how to do it.
You can.
If you
There's
know how
all
to do
kinds of different aspects. I did a 2-day conference here
Yeah.
a month and a half ago. 2 days of a workshop. I did 16 hours of LinkedIn.
Wow.
So sometimes I tell these people who are in my session for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, I'm like,
16x.
I'm just touching on the, because then they're like, what about this? What about this? What about this? And it's like, I can answer questions all day long, just like Leah,
Yeah.
because there's so much interest, because we're looking for ways to reach those customers.
Yeah.
We're looking for ways. And right now, the noise is making it so hard. And LinkedIn has no gatekeepers. And if you do it right, you can reach anyone on LinkedIn. Anyone.
Yeah.
At any level, if you do it right. You can also piss off anybody at any level if you do it wrong.
Well, it's like it's a tool, right? It's like a car. You can.
It's a tool, and how you wield it can be, because there are people who engage with me that I immediately delete and block.
Yeah, I get those too now. The ones that is like the immediate, like pit slap. I think I connected with you, and the first message is, we do blah 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 to help you blah blah blah.
Delete
right?
block.
Yeah.
Delete block.
I don't even know who you are.
Delete block.
And I mean, you're like, how did you get past my connect? Right?
Delete block.
Oh,
right.
I know.
It's like walking up to somebody at a bar with your, hey, can I get your number? Can we get married? Can we have kids? I'd like 3.
I thought you were going to say something else, but yeah.
But
it's bad.
Yeah,
it's bad. It's bad.
It's like, wait, no. And hence that Leah comment about, if you're going to come to a show like this, identify your prospects before you get here.
Yeah.
Engage with them. So that when they walk up, they're like, oh, John, it's so great to see you, meet you in person. Oh, I can't believe
Thanks for your comments. I can't believe.
Right. And and Leah tells that story that I sent her to Las Vegas. Of the 100 prospects, 100 accepted a connection request.
Wow. Oh, that's right. I've heard this. I heard this result. That's a result. This is an ROI right there.
And 22 accepted a sales call. And so when I tell sales teams that this technique will almost guarantee a connection result.
Yeah.
Now the challenge is it takes a little bit more time.
Sure.
You can't just blast them out there, but it makes the quality of that engagement so much higher.
Yeah, and you should look for the lifetime value of the client to measure it correctly.
Excellent point.
All right, lifetime value. Yeah, there we go.
Excellent point.
We're on point here. All right, well let's do it. I want to do some other perspective here. Right. This is your first visit to IMEX. Let's see. Here's a fun one. Try and describe your IMEX experience in 3 words.
Overwhelming.
3 syllables, people.
Does that work?
It's pretty good. Yeah, go ahead and share. Yeah, share some either story or observations. I was lost yesterday too. Let me just tell you, I had spent almost all of my time yesterday lost. I haven't been to the show in 8 years, and I spent most of my time lost. So you can say anything you like as long as
you walk the show floor.
Yeah, right.
About 3/4 of the way.
Yeah.
I walked into the Marriott booth, and it was like walking into another trade show.
It is. So the booths are immense.
And when
it's a city.
Immense, it's like football field immense.
Yeah.
We're talking huge. And the number, what do we got? How many people here?
17,000.
17,000. And it's dominated. And I'm looking out here. I'm seeing Houston, Toronto. I saw Greenville, South Carolina, where I used to live. I saw San Jose, where I live. Right? I saw Seattle.
Yeah.
But I also saw Guatemala. I saw Canada. I can see San Francisco over there.
Yeah.
I can see Mexico. Right? And we're not even halfway.
Well, let me give you a fun fact about this industry too. It wasn't until I think 4 to 6 years ago that America did not have its own travel agency. So when you see Brazil, Brazil combines together and said, we don't care where you go to Brazil, as long as you come to Brazil.
Right.
But in America, every city had to duke it out for themselves, San Francisco versus New York, until at one point there was finally a collective agency, and they can now go to other countries and market America to, let's say, Saudi Arabia or somewhere else.
Talk about that. So yesterday I sat in on the research report that was been done by the rewards travel industry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, interesting. Data.
And guess who dropped off the list?
America.
Top 10.
America.
The U.S. dropped off the list.
Oh, yeah.
And then they asked they had a panel.
Woo.
Bright Spot, Hilton, and someone else.
Yeah.
Why did the U.S. drop off the list?
Touchy question.
Dead silence. Nobody wanted to take the question.
Nobody wants to take this question and be on camera.
So somebody took the question and then blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't help it. I'm like, no. No, I haven't said it out loud. No.
Tell us the real reason. We all know the real reason.
Know the real
You don't
reason.
have to tell
No
us.
matter where you're at, but our standing in the world is like people just don't want to come right now for whatever reason. But they said something about what they say. I don't know what they said. It was something I was like, no.
I just visited Canada, the Canadian Association of Professional Speakers, and it's true. A lot of them will not, whatever reason, they will categorically refuse to come into the country, whether it's for work or non-work.
Yep, they just won't come.
Yeah.
And so suddenly they were showing it disappeared. Now, who was up there? Suddenly South Africa was on the list.
Oh, interesting.
Central America was on the list that hadn't
Interesting.
been for a while. South America was on the list. They asked an interesting question to Gen Zers.
What?
Would you rather go to Hawaii or see Taylor Swift?
And?
And the majority of Gen Zers would rather see Taylor Swift than go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's a major change for an industry that's trying to figure out how to tap into a new market.
Oh, so it's kind of influence. It's they're chasing the experience and not the location.
Absolutely. They're chasing the experience.
So, well, related to this, so CAPS, Canadian Association of Professional Speakers, took their convention for the very first time out of Canada last year.
And where'd they put it?
It's December too, by the way. So it's frozen in Canada no matter where you go.
Where?
Where did they go? Costa Rica.
Yes. And Costa Rica's got a huge booth here. Yes, Central America is rising up Costa Rica.
So here was because the conference is over now, and here's what some of their observations. They said, one, when we decided it was controversial, the board was split. They just like, I don't know if this is a good idea. And the second thing is that it dropped the average age of attendee by 10 years.
I can believe it. Yeah.
Because they came for the experience.
They came for the
It's a draw.
experience. And they also asked him and said, Gen Zers, if you're going to go to an event and it's not aligned with your values or your interests, will you turn down a free trip? And the answer was surprisingly very high.
Very high, yeah.
Didn't align with their interests, that they would actually turn down a free trip of reward because they don't want to go there.
And because it doesn't align with them.
It doesn't align with them. And this is I was watching, it was a packed room.
Yeah.
And I'm not in this industry.
Yeah, I know.
It's fascinating to watch the reaction of the old timers having to deal with this new generation that is looking for experience, not location.
Yes.
It's about what you're going to do there or experience there.
Yeah.
And I can imagine Costa Rica would have drawn in, and especially in Canada, passports. I've never met a Canadian without a passport, but that's because they needed a passport to come to the U.S. to meet me.
Yeah.
The U.S. isn't like that. You know, very small number of us have passports.
Yes.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah.
And so taking the Canadian event to Costa Rica isn't going to have an impact as far as
that's not the barrier to registration.
It's not the barrier. They're going to go and they're all going to be happy. They're not in Toronto in December.
Well, Rory, I just finished Rory Vaden's book. I think it's called Wealthy and Well Known.
Okay.
And one of the conclusions I think that really sticks at the end of the book is that people are now not buying because of the product. They're buying because they want to know who the product comes from.
And when they say who, does it mean
the founder?
The individual.
Like who? Yeah, they want to know something personal or something about the person who created said product or whatever it is, and then they make their decision to buy it. It's almost more important than the product itself.
I have done when I launched the company 7-8 years ago, Bliss Point.
Yes.
I made a conscious decision to name it not me. Now,
yes,
Bliss Point sounds like, it's still me.
Yeah.
Of Richard Bliss. But I was very focused on not having it be about me because I had Leah with me. We had, and during COVID, we were up to 10 people. It was,
wow.
We were so busy during COVID.
Yeah. Great.
Which is the opposite of a lot of speakers and everything. Our business just exploded. But now I've had a lot of people talk to me and say, no, people are following and engaging because they want to be closer to me. They want to be closer to Richard Bliss. And I've had several people point that out to me. And as Leah says, I need to lean into that cult leader energy. But the idea that I've never seen myself as an influencer. I don't see myself, but people know me.
Yes.
I'm well known in NSA.
Yes.
I just met somebody today. They said, oh, we've got like 30 common connections. Oh, they're all NSA people. I'm like, yeah, I'm fairly well known in NSA. Board game industry.
Oh.
I'm very well known. I am famous in the board game industry. I can walk into a show similar size and people stop.
You're Richard Bliss. Yeah.
Right? You're Richard Bliss. Well, when your ego's not tied to that, it takes some getting used to an adjustment.
Yeah.
But as Leah and I have continued to work, you'll see her stronger and stronger Leah Bliss brand and more of a Richard Bliss brand.
Yeah.
Where Bliss Point just becomes kind of our holding thing.
It's an umbrella.
It is where people are interested in, and that's been an adjustment. Because I don't see myself, I'm
Yes.
going to stop saying this. I never saw myself as a professional speaker. You've seen me speak.
I've seen you speak.
Yeah, and enough people have seen me speak to say, no. You're
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, you're
Hey,
good.
you speak, you're
Yeah.
a professional speaker.
That's right.
But now it's not my company that I'm being drawn to. It's, I'd like to get, I have a text service I provide. I've got nearly 1,000 people who like to get texts from me, once or twice. It's like, somebody said, why? Why do you do that? I was like, well, because it's a lot more personal than an email on a newsletter.
Well, it used to be 100% read rate, although now like that's another delete block place I am too.
That's right.
I get like so many every single day. It's that has just changed over the last year. But I think focusing on this one piece that it requires a shift on your behalf, and maybe one of the shifts that might fit you, at least what I know about, is that I will make that shift because the people I want to help want me to make that shift,
Yes.
as opposed to I want the shift, right? There's a difference
Yeah, that's
in
right.
intention.
And that's how people have approached me, say, no, they want access to you because you're helping them.
Yeah.
And it's really the philosophy that I've taught to my children, like Leah and myself, and that is you give.
Yes.
You give,
Yes.
give.
Yeah.
And then when the time comes for you to ask, the audience wants to give back.
Yeah. And it's okay by reciprocity.
It's okay. And sometimes you need to give your audience a chance to say thank you.
Yeah.
I learned that lesson from, now I forgot her name. She's an artist. Never mind. I forgot it. Because Taylor Swift's on my head. And it wasn't.
And Kelsey, okay. Well, let's close with this. Let's do some thank yous, right? So what are you grateful for? Who do you want to thank for being here at IMEX?
Who do I want to thank? Well, the Meetings Today booth.
Yeah, I know. These people are great.
They're great.
I spent a lot of time with these people.
And Taylor Smith.
Yes.
Taylor Swift is the individual who heard me speak. Armani had me speak.
Armani Roberts, yeah.
He had me speak at an event in San Diego.
Yeah.
Taylor Smith was in the audience, heard me speak. She made it possible for me to be here. And so that whole organization has been so generous. So now they named me one of the trendsetters. I do a now monthly column in their magazine.
Very nice.
Right? Podcast that they've asked me to do. And so it's like, yeah, they've been great. And so being here, getting to know and meet people who've made it possible. And so probably, this whole Meetings Today organization has been just awesome.
All right. If you could get people to magically remember one thing out of all these words we said, what's the last words that you want to share with them?
Comment.
There you have it. I'm hanging out with Richard Bliss here at IMEX in the Meetings Today booth. If you haven't figured out the one thing to learn from this, it's LinkedIn, it's comment, it's Richard Bliss. RichardBliss.com or blisspoint.com, right?
Blisspoint.com. Yeah. Is that what it is? No. No, it's no.
Find Richard Bliss on LinkedIn. That's a place to go. Yeah. Make a comment on him and you'll probably get a surprise.
Yep.
All right. Well, cool. Thanks again, Richard.
Thank you.